Hello everyone, this is Snapshippers. Welcome to another video, and today's a very important and special video because it's the first time you'll be hearing my voice. And here we have an unboxing, and it is of the Snapships Tactics Swarm box, which has not long been released. I still don't know if shipment's gone out in America, but over here in the UK we have them. They have landed and I'm excited to get this one open. And then the second one is the Elite Ships. Now, the Elite Ships is very hard to get hold of over here in the UK, just like as many of the Snapships line is. So yeah, I'm really excited about unboxing these for people to see them, see the new content that's inside. So yeah, let's get going. Right, let's get unboxing this then. So, I've been waiting quite a while since the announcement for these. I haven't opened this yet, as you can see there, so let's just get it out. Let's have a look at the new content. I mean, they're very different in the way they're packaging now. The boxes are cardboard boxes. There's none of the plastic bottoms or lids on them. Let's get straight into these. So you can see the saving there on cost and the environment, which is always good and helpful. We've got the Snapships Swarm box there, the instruction manual. There we have our cards, which are going to be full of the AI cards, and I'm guessing certain variants for each one. And these are going to be the parts cards, or I'm not too sure. These are the new hack tokens. Not used them, not play. All I know is the new dynamic to the game of hacking and jamming. That's what I think what makes this really exciting for this stuff here. So let's continue opening. Let's have a look, make sure we got complex and forge here in our little piles. Right, so first one is going to be, okay, there's a attack of the drone chassis card, component list, drone collisions. Okay, so it gives you a brief overview here of what the box is about, what the drones are about. And then it's like a miniature rule book here with the new rules inside. Oh, that I like that. Yeah, it's got about the hack action there, hacking AI ships there. Okay, so the RL55 is the first one up. That looks pretty cool. I like the RL55 already by the look of it. And it's quite a sleek design. Let's get these bags opened up. And let's get building. So whilst I'm doing the tedious process of opening all these up and getting the parts ready, what I'd like you to do for me, guys, if you can, if you're following this on Discord, if you're on the Discord and stuff like that, if you're just watching off random YouTube, then please give a shout out. If you'd like to subscribe, comment, ask any questions, recommend any videos, is there anything that you want to see maybe being built, any questions you're not sure of, then please leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow the channel. I'll try and bring you as much content as I can. Hopefully answer your questions. If you're not on the Snapships Discord, then please check it out. Go to their website. There is a link there for it. And yeah, it's really good for the community to get together, to come up with ideas, to just have general chat, and it's been great. So, okay, enough rambling. Let's get building on these then, shall we? So we've got that there. Oh, these are all new parts. Ooh, I'm liking these parts already. Wow. There. Oh, don't you just love the feeling of a Snapship being opened up and that first initial click? I love that feeling. So we go that there and that there. And then it wants us to do the little wings. So as I say, these are quite a highly anticipated new sets that have come out. I know people have been using using a very similar rule set on the Discord to get a feel for them, which is, you know, very good for the community. It helps us. It will help us, help everybody iron out rules and stuff like that. That's rather quick. So you've got one space there just underneath for your base to go in, and that's the RL55 drone. I like that. That's quite good. That's quite nice. So in this, you get to build all 4 drones together, I believe. So yeah, let's just continue on and go for it. Have I got some pieces mixed up and missing, maybe? I don't think oh, no, I've missed a bag. That's what it is. I've missed a bag. So, if you are watching on YouTube, why don't you give us a comment? Tell us where you're watching from. You know, that sort of thing. Okay, so... Have I got mixed bag here? Oh dear. So, I seem to be missing some pieces. Am I? Let's have a look through here. Oh, the box is empty. Okay. There are none in there. There are none in there. These aren't the parts, are they? No. Oh dear. So we've hit quite a bit of a snag here, unfortunately. It seems to me that I have some pieces missing from the turbine drone. So let's skip forward. And let's see what we've got here. Okay, this ship builds, this ship requires things from the starter box. So the exclusive wings that you got in the starter box, I haven't got them to hand right now. Another one there that uses parts from the starter box, I haven't got those to hand right now, unfortunately. And then it moves on to the complex. So let's have a look. Where would these pieces be? You know what does it show us on the back of the box? So yeah, on the back of the box, it shows that these pieces are here, but unfortunately they're missing from my box. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to get details that are needed to get this issue sorted, and I'll be back with you very shortly.
A swarm of K-Drive Dragonflies was heading to our comms tower. I had to initiate defense systems, and now the complex is getting a taste of our Spitfire drones.
So let's resume. I have contacted the Snack Shits team, and as always, I'm fairly confident that they're going to be in touch soon. They are very good at that customer service. I've seen it, I've experienced it. Not an issue. So if you do have problems like this, then feel free to get in touch with them. They are very helpful, and that's what they do. So whilst I can, then I seem to have an extra parts for the previous drone, so I'm just going to quickly get on and do that. Let's make up the numbers for this video. So yeah, over here I have separated the new parts, the new exclusive parts that come, and I'll speak to you about those in a second. And I've built this wrong already, haven't I? Yes, I have. So that will go there, that one on there, That one will go there, little tail fin. That's the drone head, the AI core, whatever you'd like to call it. And then there's a little gun. So there we go. So in my swarm box, and I ended up with 2 RL-55 drones, not the DA-63. So these are the assault drones. I would like to get hold of the parts for the turbine drone here. I'm sure I will in time. So let me just put them to one side for a moment. And here we have some of the new parts. So this is the, I imagine some sort of communication array, something to do with the hacking and the jamming. I'm not 100% sure, as you can see. I've not opened these cards yet. I've not had a chance to play. So I will be doing a later video on that, on how they play. Some new rocket or missile launcher pods. Again, I'm not 100% sure on those, but quite nice details. They'd look nice on some bigger ships, you know, like some battleships and stuff like that, that custom people build, you know, that they would look very intimidating on that. Same for this one. This is the, I imagine some sort of railgun. I believe I've seen a card for a railgun in there somewhere. Yeah, that, again, a few of them on a big ship would look good. Maybe even on the on the Sabre Interceptor would look, you know, really good underneath. And then we have the new cockpit. This is the gunship cockpit. Again, I've not looked at the rules, but a very, very, very nice cockpit indeed. There are a lot of customization options, and we like all the others. It opens up. Sadly, no pilot, but I'm sure we've all got spare little pilots of Dex Dealer, Click, 2 Bells lying around somewhere. So yeah, that's done for the forge. Now let's crack on with the complex. I believe this bag is the new contents. So I'll leave that bag to one side and let's get the other 2 bags opened up. So we'll put them, these are the little launchers that you used to get in the toy line. Pew, pew, pew. You know, that sort of thing when you're playing in the living room with your friends. So I'm not too sure which parts these ones are for, but we'll get them both opened up now. Ooh. Separate these again. There's no launcher in this one by the look of it, but there are the bullets there. And let's get on to... So flicking through, there are a couple here that require some pieces from other sets, which is good. It's giving you more customization. Now this is a K-Swarm strike drone. So let's have a look, see here, and we'll have that one there. Is there a little cockpity looking piece? Aha, there it is, got it. Got it there with the, I like the silver on top of these, which is rather nice. And then we want this one here at the back, like so. Then these little wings, fins, tail fins on the side there, like so. And then we want these, and they will go one on there, one there, and those will be accompanied by the wings, which look like to have little guns on them themselves, which is a nice feature. And Is there any more for the top? Yep, there's one more on the top there. I'm guessing that's some sort of jamming or hacking device for the complex. And that is the K-Swarm Strike Drone. Rather nice. I quite like that. I love, with all the parts on the complex, how the silver's integrated, the paint scheme. I absolutely love it. In a future video, I have been painting up using some generic acrylic paint pens that I've managed to find cheap, lying around the general shops by us. I've found silvers and purples, and I have been painting up complex and forged pieces as well to make them look a bit more symmetrical, help them stand out. And I will be posting that up in a future video, just not in this one. So let's move on to this one. We seem to have all the parts for this, and this is the K-Drive Ambush Drone. So let's get building with this one. Ooh, nice little tail fin there. Is it a tail fin? I'm not 100% sure. So let's do that. And then we've got two of these pieces, which seem to go one on there, one on there. That's the front of the drone there. And now, wait, there we go. So now we need to build up two of these. Are they all the same? No, they are not the same pieces, which is great. So let's get this going. We have one, those there, and that one there. And so to mirror that now, we will put that one there and that one on there. And they go in like that. Oh, it looks like some sort of like dragonfly. Oh, ew. Let's flip it over and put these pieces on now. So that one will go at the back there, and that one will go on there. And that is the K-Swarm K-Dive Ambush Drone done. And that looks like a dragonfly. I really like that. That looks nice. That is nice. Wow. Okay. So I have these pieces left here, and I'm not 100% sure which they are for. So let's have a look. Again, this one, the K-Jam Disruptor Drone, it requires pieces from the new pieces, which are in this bag, and pieces from some of the other complex ships, which I don't have to hand at the moment. And the same again for the K-Heat Remora Drone. Again, it's using parts there from the other sets. What set is it? I can't think of the name of the sets off the top of my head doing this. Again, that looks like some sort of stingray, I think. I think it looks quite nice. And there. Okay, so I mentioned earlier about a launcher. I'm guessing this is that launcher. I'm not 100% sure at how it will work. I don't particularly want to test it right now. I'll end up losing pieces. So yeah, that's the complex drones now done. Let's close this up, move it to one side. So there we have the complex, and there we have our forge drones done. These here are the new complex parts. And now let's crack on and get this one opened. And this is the new complex parts. Some sort of solar panel or protective armor. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of silver detail on that, so I quite like that. Some new fins. Ooh, complex always need new lucky fins. I like them. I like them. The silver and purple contrast really well with each other on that black. That's a nice colour combination, really is. And then we have a new sleek looking cockpit. Again, no pilot inside, but that's fine. And again, the metallic purple across the top there, defining the top of it. Again, that's nice. Right. Wow. So overall, a little bit disappointed that I got a replica parts for the Forge. I was unable to build the correct ones from the box, but hey ho, these things happen. I'm not overly fussed about it. I know that issue will get sorted in the future. But then the complex, I really do like the look of these complex. I think these look really impressive and intimidating on the battlefield. I can't wait to get them onto bases and play a game with them. But yeah, so with the Swarm box done, I'm not going to go through the cards now. No, I'm not going to go through these cards now. I'm not going to open them specifically because I'm waiting on my sleeves to come. They're in the mail, they're on their way, so hopefully I'll have them soon. I'll have them sleeved up, and then we can always revisit this part of the video next time. So let me get all this put away, and I'm going to be moving on to the elite ships, and I'll be back with you in a mo.
I have no choice. It's time to build to battle.
Right, so back again now, and I'm going to be starting on the elite ships. Now I did order 2 of these, and I have opened one already. I was just purely excited to get these ships out of the way. These I've been looking forward to the most, I think, especially after watching the animated series that you can find on YouTube, just to see them. So let's get going. If I remember correctly, yep, 2 bags for each, 1 complex, one forge, 1 complex, and then the cards are all here again. I won't be opening those cards, unfortunately. I'm still waiting for the sleeves, as I just mentioned, but you have the instruction books here. That's for the Falcons, and that one's for the Wasp, and we'll be doing the main ones for these, so the normal Falcons and Wasp build that we see on the front cover of those. Move that to one side. So let's get these bags opened. If you're new to Snapships, or you're not 100% sure of the story, there is a video online, I believe it's called the Supercut, of where, a few years old now, but when they'd done the animated series online, and it gave a little story, a little overview. I think it's absolutely great. I wish they'd do more of them, I really do. But this is Commander Dex's ship. Now, Commander Dex is the leader of the Forge pilots. He's their commander, and this is his ship. This is why it's an elite ship. And he faces off against he doesn't face off, but the main antagonist in that series is a complex individual known as the Truth, and the Wasp there is his ship, and you see them going to battle various times, both sets of ships. So let's just crack on. Again, that snap, I love that snap. I don't know if you can hear it like that there. Love it. So let's get building. Really, really nice to build. I've built a couple of the variants as well using the other box sets that I've got, and all round they're generally pretty nice. Let's move that out of the way. Let's crack on with the wings. So that one will go on there. This one will go. No. That. Oh. Yep. See, I've already made a first mistake. I've picked up the wrong part. This one is for the missile that goes on the belly of the ship, and I've put it on wrong already. So let's get that one there and that one on there, and these are for the wings. One there. Where's the other one? There you are. There you are. And then the cockpit. And look, I believe we get a mini Dex. Is that a Dex? I'm not 100% sure, but we will say for this purpose it is Dex. Let's put him in. Why is he not going in? Ooh. There we go, got him. Blue striping across the top of the Falcons there, the cockpit. So that's rather nice. I'm holding that the wrong way, so that will go there. Again, this is rather one of those rather exciting builds for me because, as I say, we've seen it, but never been able to get them here in the UK. There's not many places in the UK that actually stock and sell these. There are a couple, I believe. Chaos Cards and Wayland Games do, but sadly, it's just very hard to find the parts outside of those two main sites that do it. Other than if you don't use the main web store, Snapships Tactics web store, that is. Because again, unfortunately, by the time I started getting into this game, they were out of stock on quite a lot of the stuff. So we have to source from elsewhere. I also get a lot of my parts from, a lot of my ship builds from America. Now, up until recently, I didn't know you could order from American sites, which, you know, it took a while to get here when I've ordered from America, but they've also been rather easy to do. There wasn't much tax put on, so I can only recommend that you do that as well if you're struggling to find parts here in the UK. Hopefully with the new releases we might see some new companies taking it on as it builds and grows. You know, so yeah, that I suppose that's all part of the process of helping a company grow. So let's get that, and one of these underneath on there like so. And that will go on there. And then, we forgot one of those there. And then all we have to do is mirror that. So because of my brain currently not working as I would like it to, I'm just gonna build this in my own little way, but it will still look the same. And yeah, done those there. So now for thrusters on these parts here, one there, one there. Let's put that down and grab these. So we want that there. That there. And that one there. Turn it over, put one of these bits on underneath. There we go. That got you. And that will sit at the front at an angle like so. And let's do that again. I did miss something off. Where is it? That one goes on there. Yep. So with that there, let's put that one. Then that one. You're kind of like going around in a circle with this one. Put that on there. Angle it again. So you've got that mirror. And it's coming along quite nicely. So with these, the blue strip goes, these blue strips on the inside and the grey on the outside there, and there like that. And then just to finish, we'll have a little missile under there. Now this part here, where the missile launcher is, you will remove that to put it on its stand. And then you have the main weapons on the wings just there. Like that. And that is the Falx, the elite ship flown by Commander Dex, and I absolutely love that ship. I mean, the Sabre Interceptor is more the standard ship for dogfights, but that heading towards you, that front end, missile, rocket, missile, and then your plasma cannons on the side is just absolutely terrifying for any complex. So yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we've done that, and we've put decks in, little mini dexes in there, so that's good. Again, it shows you here, Snapship Tactics stay and pack sold separately, but you remove the missiles and you put him on the stand there. So we'll put him to one side, and now we'll focus on the Wasp. So as I was saying, if you're new and you don't know, then the complex are they're commanded by a figure known as the Truth. And he is the one who leads an assault into Forge territory, and this is his vessel. So again, another one of those elite ships I love to have. But let's get cracking. If you're not new to this and you hear me, if you think I'm saying anything wrong, then please don't hesitate to say. I know I can be wrong at times, that people can be wrong at times. So please just, I welcome the feedback. You know, this is all new to me. This is the first time anybody's going to be hearing my voice outside of my household. But this is also the first time as well that I've done a video like this. So again, criticism, I'm more than welcome to it. Again, if you like it, then please subscribe to the channel, like, share it. So here we go. We have the cockpit here. Again, lovely coloration on the front, the metallic purple across the top, and then the red there makes it look evil and menacing. And there we have the Truth. So we'll get the Truth put in there. Naughty Truth. And then we'll have this one here. I believe this one is a grenade launcher. Not 100% sure. Again, I've had these, but I've not really had time to use them on the battlefield yet. So I'm looking forward and hoping to do that this weekend. I primarily play with my son. Sadly, there is not a big following in the area that I live with in the UK. So it's kind of hard to get people to play alongside. But that being said, I am in discussions with one of the local shops by me. They are the biggest shop within my area, does a lot of gaming nights and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm in discussion with him at the moment about setting up a day where people can come along, have a game, have a play, have a test, you know, get to see what the game is like. So I'm hoping to build up a community within my local area it helps support the game, and it will also help support the company. So yeah, this build is quite a nice build. Again, I do like it. What have we got there? This piece here is for the rocket and the missile launcher that comes with the Wasp. Where are they? We've got these here, sit on the bottom. And again, I'm not, with this one, you don't particularly need to remove this on the bottom. I believe this one is free for your stand. So your stand will sit there and it'll just sit on the table like so. So with that bit done, let's get these next pieces done. One of those. That one there. And the little fin underneath. And that will connect to the back there like so. We have those two there, so let's get them connected onto the smaller ones here. So we will have one there and one there, and that one will go on the side there like so, and then mirrored again on this side here. Yep. I'm not too sure what this one is. I quite like it because it sits on top. It's like a gimbal thing. I think it's some sort of antenna array. I'm not 100% sure what that one is. Again, I've not had a chance to play with it, but I love the fact it's a moving part. So if it is a turret, it can be moved to simulate movements within the real game, the universe. So that's a cool little feature that I do like. Let's flip that around and get one of those on there like so. Then it wants these long ones here with one of those, and that will sit there with that one sitting on there. Now, for some reason to me, that one don't look right. That's why, yeah. So the silver should be pointing upwards with that. So let's get this one and get one with a silver. This one here, pointing upwards like so. So you've always got the silvers pointing up. Connect a yellow piece on, and that will go on there. And now all we have to do is replicate that again, but for the opposite side. So one there. Ooh, I've put that one on wrong. That will go on there like so. Let's get these pieces on there. That one will go on the bottom, and that one will go on the top like so, with one of those connecting pieces. And that is the Wasp complete, flown by the Truth himself. The Wasp is complete. Again, an elite ship, looks very intimidating on the battlefield. You've got the one port there, I'm guessing, to put your ship on the stand. If you want to, you can remove the bottom ones here, put them on there, make it a bit more stable on the stand. But yeah, another great looking ship, and I can't wait to get them onto the battlefield when I next can. That's both the Falx and the Wasp. Two brilliant ships. I now have two of each, so yeah, I'll be building variants and battling them, battling different variants. May even use these and a drone from each, you know, just to see how they both handle. I'm really excited. I really can't wait. So, and I think let's just have a quick flicker through again. If you're not new to Snapships, then you'll know as you go through, you get the different variants. Like this is a Claw Fighter Bomber on here. Then the next one, which is also at the front, you get the Claw Deep Recon, which is build 3. And again, it's the same for the Folks, just like with the Interceptor, just like with the Lance, with the Locust, with the Scarab Interceptor, you know, all of those. But yeah, I think it's time just to wrap up the video. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to please subscribe and like. Please share it out. Let's help get the community and the game of Snapships built. Let's get it going. Let's push. Let's drive it forward. Head over to their Discord if you want to join, have a chat, you know, get to meet people from within your area, hopefully, who are like-minded, who like this, who you can join up with. Just show off your general custom builds as well. Just head over to their Discord. If you hit up snapshipstactics.com, you'll find a link up on there to their web store, to their community page, to all the news. So, yeah, great work for them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Snapships, build to battle.